COVID-19 and Kogi State. What is really going on in Kogi State? Is Yaya Bello lying about what is going on, or is actually being truthful about the entire COVID-19 thing happening around? So we are going to be going into all this today. We are going to be going into what the NMA is saying, that's the Nigerian Medical Association is saying in Kogi State about testing, everything about this thing. We're going to be going deep into it today. But first of all, make sure you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. That's Naija Unsealed. Follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, and let's get to work. Now, Yaya Bello has been claiming since the beginning that there is no COVID-19 in Kogi State. He has been saying it that right from the beginning, that they are just trying to pressure him, that the government is really pressuring him, that the federal level, that they are pressuring him to declare the state to have COVID-19, and that as far as is concerned, from all the reports he has from his men, there is no assurance, there is no case of COVID-19 in Kogi State. And this is the exact same thing happening in Cross River at this moment. So these two states somehow stand out to be the only states that at this moment still claim that they don't have any case of COVID-19, despite the fact that the entire nation has it at this moment. You have it over at Lagos, Abuja, and all over. And then you get to the big question that if there is going to be any state in the federation that does not have the COVID-19, it cannot be Kogi State, because Kogi State is kind of like at the confluence of everything. Like, it's at the middle ground of the entire nation. Everybody crosses Kogi State for most part. If you are going to anywhere in the nation, you are most likely going to go through Kogi State than any other state. Now, I'm not saying every single part, there are other parts, but most people pass through Lokoja. That's Lokoja and Abuja Road in crossing north to south most of the time. So there are so many people going to be moving into Kogi State and moving out from all over the nation, like moving from the Federal Capital Territory, which has a lot of cases right now, and many other states around. So how is it possible? And we all understand that it took a while before the national lockdown was instituted. So, and we still know that some people are still sneaking around interstate at this moment. We have the Almajiri people moving around. You have even regular people in the south here moving around. So how can you be sure that nobody has brought it into the state at any moment? Because it's just like you are staying in the middle of people who are having a particular disease, and you're staying right there, and it's not like maybe you're completely shielded in a bubble or whatever, and you believe that it is not around in the state. And the regular number, honestly, if you're going to say that it's not even around in the states, we can still believe that if you have solid numbers of, solid testing. But that's one of the problems that you have in Kogi State at this moment. The Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, is complaining now that Kogi State is not having the number of testing that they should be having. So much testing in deficiency in Kogi State. So much testing deficiency in Kogi State. So that's the very problem. So how are you even going to be able to test to know whether this thing is even there when you're not running the test? According to the report now, there's only been one real test, just one real test in Kogi State for COVID-19. So if that's the situation, how are you going to be able to know what is going on? How are you going to be able to know for sure that there is not any form of that case in your state if you're not even carrying out the necessary tests that you should be carrying out in order to know whether the thing exists in there? So that's the problem. So if you're not carrying out the test, it means you can never You can never have a case. So it's like magic, isn't it? Like, if you don't carry out the test, then you will never have a case. So that is so simple. So that's exactly what is happening at in Kogi State at this moment. That's what the NMA is alleging right now. Again, it's not just me, it's the NMA, the Nigerian Medical Association in Kogi State, saying that they don't have enough facilities to deal with any cases that might be on ground, and that they have been seeing so many suspected cases, but they cannot carry out the test to do a sort of confirmation to know that these people are actually COVID patients. So you have somebody walking into the hospital at any point in time, and through all the symptoms, the doctor is able to figure out that this person might have COVID-19, and then there's no way for him to ascertain that this person really has it, so that the person will be put away a little bit, so that person will recover and then not infect other people. So which means if there is COVID-19 really in Kogi State, a lot of people will be having it at this moment. And of course, you might be saying that, why is everybody not just falling off dead or whatever? But you have to understand that about 80% of the people who get get this virus don't have any sort of symptom from it. So 80% of people are asymptomatic, and out of the 20% remaining, a huge swath of those 20% will have mild symptoms. Like about 50% of the remaining 20% will have mild symptoms. So maybe just the case of the sniffles, you just have slight headache or whatever like that. And then it's only a little portion of the entire number of people who will have the disease that might require to be admitted in the hospital. So the reason why you're not having a whole lot of people just dropping dead all around in Kogi State is because even if the thing is really there, most people who have the virus are not going to have severe symptoms from it, but they can keep spreading it. And then they might actually spread it to people who are more vulnerable and who might die from it. So if you don't have anybody tested for the virus in the state, how are you going to know if somebody just drops dead that the person actually died from the virus? So it's like you're just killing two birds with a single stone. So you're not going to have any sort of case in the state if you don't do anything about it, if you're not carrying out any testing. And then you're not going to have any death that is attributable to COVID-19. So you have just solved the problem. So your state you can literally claim that your state is COVID-19 free. Again, that's exactly what is happening in Cross River. At this point, that's exactly what is happening. People are complaining about Cross River at the same time too. So I understand this. One of the reasons why people might actually support this behavior from the governor of Kogi State is because people are so distrustful of the federal government, generally speaking, of the government. So this is actually one of the reasons why people are subscribing to conspiracy theories like there's no really COVID-19 in Nigeria, and that maybe this man is just somebody that is saying the truth, and all our politicians are all in the pockets of the people outside the country trying to control things here in Nigeria, and that they have received money, all sorts of conspiracy theories like that. So it's one of the reasons why these conspiracy theories are running rampant. It's one of the reasons. So a behavior like this is actually dangerous for the state and also for the nation at large, because let's imagine now that we are trying to contain the disease all over the country. Everybody is trying to control it in his or her state, and then we have one or two states in the federation not even giving any care to this, which means the thing could be running rampant in their population. While we are trying to beat it, some people are actually compromising the efforts of the entire nation. So that's what it exactly means. That's exactly what this thing means. And then we get to the main thing that has just happened at this moment, which is that according to the NCDC today, the Kogi State case has just been confirmed that they have 2 cases of coronavirus in Kogi State at this moment. So now we don't know if the governor of Kogi State is going to dispute it again, but at the moment, according to the record of NCDC, there are 2 cases of COVID-19 there in Kogi State. So it's not something to be happy about, but it's something to know that at least testing is starting to go on, and then they can find out if there's any sort of hotspot where the disease is spreading at a very high rate, and then curb it so that people can be rescued from the scourge of this disease in Kogi State. Hopefully, we are going to know what is going on in Cross River as soon as possible. But then I'm just going to be mentioning something else according to what Yaya Bello said, which is very true, even though the way he has been approaching the virus and the disease is not the best way to do it. But there's something very true about what he said, which is that we are putting so much attention on COVID-19 such that other problems that we have in the nation, like terrorism, like malaria, some other issues, poverty, we are not concentrating on all those things at this moment. We are all binding up on COVID-19 at this moment, like as if it's the end of the world, like it's the be-all and end-all, like all our problems are going to end once we end COVID-19. In a way, that seems to be true, but we all understand that this is a very serious emergency, and emergencies don't require you to sit down and start thinking like an explorer or something. You don't have to sit down and start thinking like a philosopher during an emergency. You have to take actions in order to curb the emergency. We are not the only ones doing it. All over the world, everyone is doing it. So anyway, thank you very much, everybody. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe again. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and bye.